Alrighty then, stand to my quarters, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we continue the campaigns of Coppertop's Cannoneers. Hello everybody. Hello K-Ogre, we got Sons of Lorgar, Virus 404, welcome to the stream. The Maniacal Pyro Knight has joined us in this giant tiger tank, or as I like to call it, the Tigger. We all know why. Alright, so we have a lot of work to get done today. We have, hello Possession, hello Clues. We have a Sunder that we would like to build.
Nominal.
Zendor is now following. Thank you very much for the follow, Zendor. I do very much appreciate it. Alright, so we have a Sunder to build, which will take a little bit of time. Thank you, Lorgar. We need another 20 or so days before it gets down with the Valkyrie. We're actually working with the Valkyrie today, but we'll be fighting against them, no doubt, at some point. I just wanted to take a quick, easy mission to sort of ease into things today. I'm feeling a little bit delicate, so I'm going to just basically drop in and wreck as much face as possible, and then we'll start getting into the more interesting and difficult missions, because that's how we roll. But yeah, hopefully this will all go fine. Barak is a great place to farm Stormcrow parts. I don't want Stormcrows, though. I'm bored of Stormcrows. Legitimately, yeah, I actually bored of Stormcrows. Stormcrows are officially bored. Other clan mechs, absolutely on board with. Would totally love to get my hands on some of them, but I'm not going to kill myself to do it. After all, I have a Talos, so what more do I need? Since when did pirates get operatives? What?
Nice foliage.
Not sure, but we do have an engagement already. Hey, it's an archer. Is it an archer or an Apollo?
Alright.
I'm going to bet this is actually an Apollo. And unknown. Let's zoom in on our unknown. Hey, it's a Shadowhawk. What do we think, Shadowhawk or the other one? There's a model that Shadowhawk is being borrowed for. I forget what it is. Firestarter over here. Don't really care about you. Hey, we got a Strider and a Stinger or a Wasp. One of the two. Stormcrow are so generic. They are. That's the biggest problem. They are so incredibly vanilla that they lack taste. So I've used Stormcrows way too often. We always get Stormcrows as our first clan mech for some reason. It's rather painful. Yeah, there. Alright, so the long boomstick also needs a total rebuild. Stormcrows are generic because RogueTech makes them so what, normal? Common? Or just so generic? I really kind of just lean back on the fact that I've used them so many times. I'm just but like every fight against Brock I've done, they've dropped like 3 of them. Nice! Absolutely wonderful to fun. If you keep complaining about Stormcrows, you will get Vipers. I can make stuff work with Vipers. Vipers can be very interesting if run very correctly. We did used to have a good Viper. It was equipped with Numinous PPCs and actually did quite well. You know, when we could actually make it work. Other days it did absolutely terribly. Hello Stormwind, welcome to the stream. We're going to rock our way through RogueTech today. Gonna see how much of the stream we can get done. I'm hoping to go the full 3 hours, but that may not be the case. We'll find out. We will absolutely find out. And we got our Shadowhawk moving in, and we're just gonna keep on waiting. I really do think you're an Apollo, but if you're actually a full-on archer, that would be way cooler. Still think you're an Apollo.
Reporting minimal damage.
It just looks too small.
Damage is light.
Right, we don't actually have... Oh yeah, there was a patch recently which has rejiggered a whole bunch of actual visual range contacts. So expect ranges to be reduced. And yep, it wasn't Apollo. I was totally right. I knew it. Apollo, Javelin, and... oh, it is just a normal Shadowhawk. That is so sad for you.
Roger.
Grabbing that piece of junk. Hello Ginger and hello Weighted. We're Blake Lance of DNI Ravens. That would be interesting. Your experience with Apollo? No, Apollo would occasionally get perfect headshots. It was brilliant. He was a fantastic combination of anything you could ever quite want.
On my way.
And nothing you didn't. Alright, we got a Centurion. Boring. Hunter. Meh. Hunter and a Hunter. So if we're looking to build a Hunter, which I'm not, there are all the parts no doubt do that. However, I'm just going to keep on bullying the Shadowhawk until he dies.
Everything I've got.
Next round, we're going to come in and beat him even more so. Is there any way I can put some forms together to join this RogueTech outfit? I think I'd fit right in. Well, be around when we pick up more people, and we'll try and add you in. The Javelin is so many. I grew up and I'm scared. Wait, does it? I wasn't actually paying attention to the Javelin. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to bet that it's... 3 medium pulse lasers and 4 smalls. 4 ER smalls. That'll be my
New
bet.
target
That's what I'm going to
acquired.
put there. Talik20 has just subscribed there for 14 months. Hello there, my friend. I'm going to put my heartbeats in chat, and if you happen to have access to the heartbeat emote, then folks, you need to putting that in chat in order to support the people who support the channel. I don't know why I'm picking on the Shadowhawk. It's the most useless thing on the field at the moment.
Repeat.
But I kind of just feel the
damage.
need that I have to try and kill it.
Huh?
Alright, Big Iron. I really don't need to fire, missiles into your face. Especially not arrows. I think that might be a little bit overkill, and the heat is just kind of not there. Oh, there's also a full redesign of Big Iron I want to do. Oh, I found out, because I actually did, I've been going back and re-looking over my actual equipment, what I have in stock right now. All I really desire is an Owens. Ugh, not another one. But I went back and looked through my equipment, and I found out that we have no clan double heatsinks, but, like, I think we have 2 clan double heatsink kits. And on top of that, just to make it even more giggly,
Confirmed.
is that we have a whole bunch of normal inner sphere double heatsinks, but both of our inner sphere double heatsink kits are already on mechs that are being used. So in order to actually make use of those double heatsink kits in, say, the Strider, I'm going to have to rip them off of everything else, which is going to be fun. So I actually do need to run into a clan in order to start trying to kill him.
Full throttle.
Tried to redesign the Gladiator, so I was using twin heavy larges. I actually kind of liked it.
Locking on target.
I think we came up with a very interesting design. Or, I did. It was basically the exact same that you see now, except swap out what it currently has with twin clan heavy larges, and then just throw everything else at the heatsinks. And it actually can do kind of okay. Owens isn't Omni, it pretends to be one. It's an Omni, it's just not good. Owens is terrible. They're garbage mechs.
Confirmed.
They're long-range locusts. That should tell you everything that you ever need to know about them. I see no reason to even fire.
Guess I'll give it to
I'll
him
just
then.
lob the medium lasers in because the heat gain is minimal. But this first round, we have been... Oh, good. Jeez. Wow. That yawn came on hard.
Ready for
This first
orders.
round, though, is going to be basically a waste.
Double time. Let's go.
We'll try not to kill each other. No reason at all. We'll be firing our incredibly limited rotary autocannon ammo. Especially not with how often it jams. Worse, it's an inner sphere Omni. There are good inner sphere Omnis. The Avatar is one. The Sunder is kind of ish one, but it's an assault with an XL, and so that makes it really difficult to recommend as an Omni. The Avatar is about as big as you can get before suddenly it becomes totally worthless to try and Omni-ize something. Hey, we hit him. I'll take it. Every little bit helps. Hello, Storm. Oh, Quack Astra, welcome to the stream. Full beard affliction, thank you. We have been trying it out. I think it works. I think. I'm just gonna throw the Rogue Man to get another good hit on it. As long as he doesn't jam it, I'll be a happy camper off of this one. He is gonna be unsteady in the oncoming round, so that'll be quite nice. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good open line of sight to shoot at him with. We're definitely not going to be using the Hellstorm. I want the Hellstorm to actually hit something. I will try it. Oh wow, it actually got there. If 1/10 of your weight is a terrible half of a E-War kit, you aren't an Omni, you're a terrible mech. Get a Raven. But I can swap out LRM 5s and stuff quickly. No, the Owens is pretty garbage, we'll admit. But screw it, let's just go full nuts on this guy and enjoy just how much damage the Talos can really shovel out the door when it wants to. 50-ton mech, 1 round. I mean, there was a whole bunch of other shooting on top of that, but still. Oh, this thing is gorgeous. The model does not agree with what the model is in the mech bay, though, which is kind of sad, because the model out here has some cool things. The mech bay model has the cheek welded missile launcher system instead of the shoulder one, and the barrel is just a normal energy barrel. It doesn't have the rotary, so the mech lab one, I mean, but the one out here on the field has the shoulder mounted one and the triple rotary can, which looks much nicer. Owens is our spotters and I'm my Gibraltar. Who are we talking to? Guess where I've seen some super effective Owens builds? You've got 5 tons. Owens isn't even a spotter. That's a cool stat to do that. You've got 5 tons with which to cram stuff in here. Honestly, you could probably get away with throwing in like a heavy large laser or something like that if you're playing mixed tech. If you're not, an ER large isn't gonna go horribly wrong. You can turn it into basically an upsized fleet. Is it even upsized at that point? But yeah, it's just not a very good design.
Orders.
They wanted to be. But much like these yawns which are trying to distract me, they are not going to be something that I want to have in my company. Alright, let's turn everything back on. We're going to have fun with you. And I'm going to see how much damage I can do from down here. Oh, twin X-pulses! Interesting. And twin ELRM 15s.
Standing by.
I honestly don't view that as a particularly great loadout. It's just toasty, and ELRMs are just too heavy for what they do, in my opinion.
Full speed.
ECM plus all the small pulse make it a knife fighter. I did that once with a Firefly. I know it's similar concept. Oh no, you literally just are that many medium lasers. Okay, that's different. I gotta give you credit there. That's gonna hurt. I assume the gentleman's gonna go. Not great, but not bad. You have to have some medium laser backup for that. You can't just go completely nuts on a small laser buzzsaw because too often... So from a tabletop perspective, not necessarily on this one, just going all smalls runs you into the problem of you always have to win initiative on a tabletop in order to be able to place your guy last so that you can actually use that, you know, three hex range band that you've got going there. So it's really not viable. As an interesting backup, just a massive array of smalls can be cool, but if you're devoting most of your, if not all of your tonnage to that, it's not worth it. Smalls should never be more than half your weapon tonnage. So if you can get away with 4 mediums and 4 smalls, and you can actually do a lot of good work with that. Not great, but also not bad. Client ER small. Oh, works best. I mean, client anything probably works best.
Yes, Commander.
That's why we rob from them and steal all their stuff. Just gonna zip in right here, get 6 pips of evaded. I'm just gonna lob into the back of you. See how much damage we can get. That's some advanced fun. I mean, you play tabletop to win. I'm hoping to drown the yawns that are coming in. Yeah, so all of Adder's Lance currently is playing tabletop to win. Their Lance is so incredibly... Most of their mechs and their Lance are fairly well optimized, and it's just all large laser, medium laser, large laser, medium laser. Like, the current ace in Adder Lance is running literally 3 large lasers and like 6 or 8 mediums, and that's it. As in RogueTech, I mean, in RogueTech, I haven't yet gone all over into the super heavy death machines. God, what is it that I'm looking for? The word heavy MRMs. I mean, we are using multi-missile systems, so that is one thing, but solo video game is very much different from playing a tabletop in person with other people who have to fit their schedules to do it. That's why you play Mega Mech. Then everybody has an easy time fitting into their schedules. Eventually, and at some point. Wow, that was actually pretty effective, all things considered. Considering how much jamming we're currently doing on top of this, I'm fairly impressed that you managed to get that many hits. You should be proud of yourself. Now, excuse me while I come in and try and completely wreck your face with the heaviest guns I've got. This is probably not going to be very accurate. It is not. A 12% chance to hit. Oh well. Oh, we're so close to the knockdown. That close. Speaking of tabletop, is any hints as to one Declan's thought what Kruger wants to do? Hints-wise, Kruger is thinking very intently about what's going on. The problem is, events are in motion in multiple directions, and I'm trying to assign them properly. Like, I don't think you guys are gonna have a mid-arc special mission. I think that's gonna be saved purely for the final battle, and it'll be interesting to see how you guys react to what Zeus has planned. And if you just show up with the sole intent to win a tabletop game, you aren't playing for fun anymore? That depends on where you're showing up to play. If you're just showing up to play like Garage Hammer with people, then yeah, sure. Just showing up with the most meta Dark Eldar army from last edition probably is not going to win you many friends. But if you go to like Adepticon, then sure as shit, play to win, man. Bring everything you got! I don't know where that went. Was that a CT explosion? It didn't look like it.
Yep, that one's done for.
Engine destroyed, core crit. Maybe. That didn't look to be too bad. Apparently the Strider also got hit. No, the Strider was a different move. We might have taken that. I don't know. It really depends on how hard we hit him. But I think we might have gotten that one. Which would be cool. I mean, that's a... The Apollo 4M, I don't believe, is a primitive. So that would be a nice missile-ish boat that we could use. Let's start moving in.
On my way. Double
Hello,
time.
not so double. Apparently our CO is a theist of sorts. Of sorts. Of sorts. You could ask him all about it. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Sprogue's stay in the hospital has been extended. He doesn't know how long it's going to be, but it is going to be a while, so do keep him in your thoughts. Hopefully he will come out a much more healthy person as things move forward. So we got our fingers crossed. And Sprogue, if you ever catch the VOD, which I don't think you do because you're not particularly interested in our RogueTech content, but we're here for you, brother. If you need anything, we will send hot sauce. He has requested hot sauce and pizza. So at some point, we may be required to send him tons of hot sauce. I, in fact, have like tons of hot sauce currently queued up in one of my additional Amazon lists specifically for him. If you just show up with the soul, not gonna lie, I too am curious as to what Zeus surface. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off too. That's the thing. Like Zeus's plan is interesting to me, but I wonder if it stretches credulity at times. So I've been kind of trying to fully set things up properly. This is probably a little bit overkill. I'm gonna do it just because it's funny. Okay, it's not as funny as it should have been. And the mistake there that I made was I was shooting at somebody standing at the crest of a hill, so any missed artillery shots, if they miss high, which is, 50% of them, they're gonna sail off into the distance and do nothing. Ideally, you want to be shooting down at somebody. That way your missed artillery shells will actually be a little bit more effective in that way. What are you? Oh, you're a Pegasus? You're a stealthy Pegasus. That's unhealthy for us.
Roger. Full speed.
So, yeah, Zeus has plans and plans within plans and several additional plans on top of that. Ooh, yeah, well,
Affirmative.
interesting. But I have to write the end result of all of that rating that Taylor did the other day.
Light damage, Commander.
Also, another chance to TP. No. You guys are professionals. Save that stuff for 12-year-olds playing Halo. Wait, is that an Incubus? No, it's a Hitman. Oh, the Hitman is using the Incubus or the Vapor Eagle, one of the two's model. I think that's Vapor Eagle? I'm pretty sure that's Vapor Eagle. Which I actually really like the design of the Vapor Eagle and the Incubus. They were both both very late additions to MechWarrior Online. They're clan lights and mediums, but they're also very cool. I expect the artillery is as Blakest. Seems like Vapor Eagle. Yeah, we had a Vapor Eagle once, and we gave it an ultra autocannon 20, and it was hilarious. Except, when it wasn't currently in the middle of being stuck in a hangar bay getting repaired.
Certainly.
Okay, but that didn't quite steal it. What are memories of not to be made? It just feels so juvenile.
Waiting for orders.
Like, I know people have different senses of humor, but that's always one that I never really got.
Just running. Lots of
Oh, there we go. But yeah.
hostile eliminated.
We'll have to see what ends up going on. Using a UX to shoot bugmechs? It's a javelin, not a bug. What are you talking about? I mean, if you're not committing war crimes on mech-techs, are you even trying? Oh, you'll fit right in with our company. Place sends through. Is he in the Visby hospital? I honestly do not know. I know he has to go to the mainland whenever he wants to go to the hospital, and you'd have to ask him specifically for that. He has mentioned to me, because I did actually ask him, I mean, do you want us to send stuff? Because I'm totally down to. And he's like, he doesn't need it yet, because he's getting somebody to do a food drop for him. Also, every military is the most immature gathering of people ever. Yeah, but this is the science fiction future, so. I don't mind certain levels of thing, but I start to shy away when it comes to stuff like that. That's all. Alright, Gameroth, what you got? Let's bring our warrior on over. I need to replace this warrior. God, it's so old. It's so terrible. Could wipe you out. I mean, you're not that much. Yeah, let's pick on the Centurion. Centurion's probably the biggest threat here. I say that hesitantly, knowing that there's a hitman on the field, because I'm not super familiar with the hitman and what it does. Follow the sound of laser firing and screaming. Hello, Rocket. Yes, maybe considered juvenile. Do I care? Not really. Well, we'll find out. We shall find out what happens.
Commander?
Yeah, I'm hoping by the end of the week I will have the next part of Taylor's little raiding mission, the conclusion of what happened there, to be all written up for you guys, so that you get more and more of an idea of what the situation's going on as it progresses. Oh, lovely, double hit. Just a round for man to make them drive a scout back.
Waiting for order.
Let's see. Damn it, Sprogue! Sprogue's still jamming that rotary autocannon. He can't stop doing it. Killing me here, man. Killing me. Alright, what side is actually weak on you? Your left side? Right is left. That means I want that. I want to kick. MRM's to tandem mode because why not? I only need to get a certain number of hits and that ought to do it. Get in the boot.
Copy that.
Pretty sure the base hitman is electronic warfare with a small LRM and a few ammo. Okay. Popped. Easy peasy.
One for the scrap heap.
It's actually a real shame that our Centurions have this empty gun arm. And it's actually, so earlier before when I was mentioning how the Talos's design, what it looks like in the mech bay as opposed to out here, the real reason why I wanted to bring that up was specifically because of the Centurions. Because the Centurions have guns on their arms in the mech bay, but they do not have guns when they're actually on the field out here.
I'm listening.
So I've noticed more and more errors like that, which is becoming a little bit weird. I imagine the IDs are getting a little bit cross-labeled. Not as like a bug, just as like the game's trying to grab resources and grabs the wrong ones. Extended whoop. EW was extended weight. Nah.
Ready
10
for orders.
MRM20s. They are amazing, and I want more of them. Do I really want to take care of you? You're what? You're Pegasus, right? No, you're a hunter. Oh yeah, you're the hunter with the ER large laser. Shit. You're not dangerous. You're just there. So I will gang up on you. Oh no, you're not. Shit. Never mind. He's the one with the ER large laser. We'll find him eventually. We'll get there. Oh wow, actually, what? That looked big. Penetrated my armor. Oh, tandem of some description. What are you packing? Small area to start, 2 Lark launchers and a tag. Okay, so how did you penetrate my armor? That becomes my most important question here. Where did you penetrate? It's gotta be a narc. The one of his narc beacons is some sort of tandem explosion charge,
Standing by.
which is cool, but also very, very annoying, and you just placed yourself at the very top of the shit list. So let's go proper aim mode. I will turn off the heavy because you can't get away with just turning off the re-engineered.
Locking on mark.
And we did get a lock! Micro missiles for the win. So when you see someone, you pull the trigger and bury the battlefield. Author buck. Hello. Goodbye. Banned. Bots. Botification has been annihilated. Lovely.
Receiving.
Pyro! You're not in a position to do anything to anybody. That's alright.
On my way. Double time.
Because you need a turn, I suppose. Das bootet. Das Bot est bootet. I do not know German. You can yell at Vanguard about that one. He will know German.
What's that?
Okay, I will have a shot on you with my artillery at the very least, which should be able to do some interesting amounts of damage. I'm going to kick in the Warlord just for the giggles. See if we can't get a tiny bit more accuracy.
Lining them up.
There we go. Didn't matter that we missed with a Gauss rifle like we do almost every single time. No, the true effect was the fact that we splashed everybody with that blast. Paper Eagle, you're so cool looking. Stop hitting me in a line. Thoughts are innocent of these crimes.
Well, that
Untrue.
weren't enough.
And a Tiger 2, since when did Germany takes over?
What's up, boss?
See, we have more questions for Vanguard. Do I even want to bother? Well, you do have an ER large. Oh no, you're the Centurion. I totally. Oh shit, you're an AH Centurion. Never mind, you die. You die now. Unfortunately, Character Centurion is the only Centurion I currently have on tap. So this is gonna hurt.
I'm out of SRM.
What else we got? Who else we got? Weighted
Yes,
lizard
Commander.
in your vedette. Your vedette is just going to continue to bully the Strider because it's funny to me. That's not the Strider. Oh, never mind. Your gun is jammed. All right, bully people with machine gun fire. This will be great, right? I mean, theoretically, if we get the right hitting, we might actually blow off your ammo. Full machine gun. Wow, we plowed every single shot into that. Not a single crit. You don't have 5 damage. Exactly. I think you missed. Good. Okay. We'll follow up on that, and we'll make sure that you never get to shoot anybody ever again.
Let's do this.
Long boomstick needs to honestly just get a direct line on things. Or I could just mess with him a little bit. Yeah, sure, why not? He's the center of a group anyway. And that'll be a knockdown. Let's remind you that one time that when we head capped an enemy with tag, we have done that more than once. Not necessarily head caps, but we have critted out engines using tags only. When did we get a vedette? We bought it last time. It was reasonably priced, and it was a step up, and we had more vehicle slots open, so we needed to put something in there. It's not a very good vedette, unfortunately. I didn't realize it had so little ammo when I initially bought it, so I'm looking to trade it in for the better vedette whenever we get a chance. We got the 1.4 million disappointment.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Oh, he's not wrong. That's the problem.
Reporting minimal damage.
100 more missiles. Ooh, that was annoyingly accurate. Don't do that. Carriger, go punch him. If you're in range, you know. If you get the chance.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Holly. Holly, you got a line of sight on people who do not want to be seen.
I'm telling it. Yes, I am.
All right, let's make sure that he stops, you know, being evasive.
This is everything I got.
I love this gun.
All out of short range missiles.
What's its gun? It's a UAC 5. Unfortunately, Holly, you once again broke my gun. I'm talking about the time when the enemy was falling down constantly due to pilot checking, but resisting injuries due to his gut sets. We looted the mech. Given who normally buys and uses vedettes, its ammo is perfectly adequate for its life expectancy.
Standing by.
That is cruel, but not necessarily wrong. Okay, Sprogue has at least managed to unjam his risk. Rotary Rack 5.
Double time. Let's go.
So let's pick a target, turn that sucker on, make sure it's running up to the full cycle, and I'll throw in the Warlord just because you're a friend of the family. Mates rates. Wow, that was actually a really terrible round of shooting from that cannon. That's it gonna heads? God, no, we got rid of that hetzer. It was terrible. So, but the interior is rocking. Take smell. If there isn't a Rack 2 vedette, isn't there a Rack 2? I don't know. Although I wouldn't really want to use it, I don't think. Because they fixed racks. So the normal racks now, Rack 2 and Rack 5, do their direct translated tabletop damage of just ×5, which is the standard valuation that originally the way the game was designed was modded to be played. So medium lasers did 25 damage instead of 5 damage, AC-20s did 100 damage instead of 20 damage, etc., etc., etc. There were obvious minor variations for balance and that sort of thing. Well, the difference was that AC-2s and AC-5s were like super insane. AC-2s were 14.5 times more powerful than they normally were. So instead of doing 2 damage, instead of doing the 10 damage with the normal ×5 would do, they would do 25 damage, which was medium laser strength, which was kind of powerful. And then the AC-5, because it couldn't obviously do the same amount of damage, buffed up to 45, which is ×8, which, you know, not bad. It's a pretty nice addition to the way that everything works, or ×9. Unfortunately, RogueTech has decided that they're going to make the normal racks run off of their normal damage values. So a Rack 2 does 10 damage per tick, which is garbage, and a Rack 5 does 25 damage per tick, which is garbage. There are now, the risk racks have been changed into risk heavy racks, which weigh an additional ton, but they do the old style damage, which is the Rack 5 does 45 damage, and the heavy Rack 2 does 25 damage. Your mileage may vary. I don't think it should have been done until they decided to add in the additional salvo fire mechanics that I have suggested, but hey, what are they going to do? Why didn't they adjust that? I mean, they did adjust it. They changed it to the direct tabletop translation. It used to not be that way. So I have very great sadness for it, because I liked my racks, and now they've been nerfed very badly. Alright, tell us, go take care of Mr. AC-20. Just center core him, because I don't want to deal with that. Let me improve. We'll get the temperature a rockin'. Do we really want the temperature to rock? No. too toasty.
Attacking from position.
Buzz. Taken care of. Sounds like autocannons have been nerfed generally. Autocannons are always
My
weak.
instincts
I
can't
mean,
take much more.
so basically use hyper lasers. I wouldn't use hyper lasers personally. Mainly for the purpose that hyper lasers tend to explode a lot. So if you really
What's
want to
up,
risk
boss?
exploding a lot, then sure, use hyper lasers. But I don't think it's a good idea. You know, you're gonna run over here and you're just gonna lay mines. Ooh, you're not gonna have a range for it. You'll get close enough.
Got it.
I mean, you won't, but you'll be able to do stuff. Really, the Strider has a normal engine? That I did not know. Isn't the fail chance mitigated by a gunner? Yeah, it is, but you can't fully remove it, and you're stacking a ton of heat for what is essentially an AC-20 in laser form. So you may as well use the more reliable heavy lasers and take less tonnage. Can Rack 2s fire armor-piercing ammo? I can see possible crit spam. Yes. But the armor-piercing just gives them a bonus to through armor critical, so it doesn't really do all that much. It's not like in BTA where you have piercing autocannons. So it just gives you a bonus to your through armor critical chance. It's not so great. We have a Rack 5 that can do that. I'd rather have the damage, frankly. And I'll say for my tandem, mitigated does not equal removed. Yes, exactly. Ravage has got it. Who in their right mind refuses to use hyper lasers? Exploding guns are a feature. I would prefer to use my silverware bullet Gauss rifles. Because they hit like trucks, and it's
Waiting for
lovely.
orders.
Gladiator! I really want to deal with you. I really don't. I mean, it's just a... I almost said it. I almost said it's just an ER large laser.
Roger. Full speed.
But it is kind of just an ER large laser. Alright, blow his side torso out and make him cry. Through the mountains! Hello, Graybeard. You're not that
I'm
way.
out of SRM.
We're having a good old time.
Huh?
Our big iron. Big iron on his head. Take the walk because this thing is god-awful slow for some reason. Like, it's always slow, and I do not know for the life of me why. Turn off this, and we'll get the temperature under control, and then we'll just spam everything else. The Vedette may be dead.
There's a hole in my armor.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay, it's still there. But it did get shot in the ass with a Gauss rifle. Good job there. Good job.
Yes, Commander.
Kager, you're gonna swing around. You're gonna go help us bring down more people. Because it's funny. How messed up are you? Pretty messed up, but I still want to actually kill somebody. Center torso, go for the crit, and spray and pray. Taken care of. Is it accurate though?
Eliminated.
Which one? The artillery? Who cares? Big MRMs and MMLs? Just give me MMSs. Just more MMSs.
Yes,
The
come on.
bonuses on the MMS is insane. It's like you get automatically, as a feature, 1 evasion ignore and
Double
+1
time.
accuracy. And if you fire in target lock-on mode, you get an additional +2 evasion ignore and +1 or 2 accuracy. It's like, what? So it's basically super MRM. Let's see how much the Hitman enjoys this one.
Target acquired.
He didn't. I love it.
One less target.
There's that 9-ton Society laser with 160 damage. Isn't that the hyper laser? Between improved heavies, ultras, Gauss, and hyper lasers, all the big guns tend to explode or jam. Yes. Yes, they do.
Standing by.
Although jamming is not much of a problem, but the self-detonation feature is a lot harder to stomach. Which is why the silver bullet Gauss always makes me a little bit... Well, the silverware Gauss always makes me a little bit sad.
No luck.
Alright, so we've managed to knock out most of that group. Technically, we're supposed to be, like, taking these people in tax. Technically. We mix them up all the time. We would just prefer not to, because in RogueTech, it takes a long time to put anything back together. So we try and build designs to last. No, don't step on it, please! Oh, screw you. I hope you die.
Took a hard hit there.
Stop staking me on my tonks. Might as well mount suicide guns. I find myself not inclined to do such things.
I'm taking internal damage.
I like to have a sustainable Merc company. You know, whenever I can. That's... Please stop running on Kager Centurion. Kager's not very good at this. What else you got? Do I have... Who is waiting on F? It's gotta be one of my vehicles, right?
Reporting.
Yeah, it's a Vedette. That makes sense. Alright, we'll pull the Vedette back a little bit. He can turn around. Ooh, too close. That'll work.
Location acknowledged.
Oh, I forgot. I don't actually need to see him. So, it'll be fine. And 100. Yeah, do it. More pain on the gladiators. The fact that this gladiator has lasted as long as it has in this campaign is kind of insane to me. We've gone through like 3 riflemen, but that gladiator just stands strong.
Standing by.
Alright, your tandem MRMs are busted, which sucks. And you can only charge for 175 damage. Your risk rack, however, can, you know, do more than that. So I'm going to do that instead. Yeah, that'll be fine.
On the move. Full speed.
Not him, but him. And yeah, run this up to 12. Oh, I saw penetration, but we didn't quite get through. Wait, why did I see penetration? Oh, because he doesn't have a turret, that's why.
Orders.
Late! Yeah, get over here. I want to kill these guys before they start missling me to death too much, because they're starting to get really irritating. No bomb mines would be too much, and no self-detonating ourselves. Isn't part of the gladiator's roll damage sponge? Yes. I superglued a thing and spitballed all of my fingers and all superglued. That sucks. Get a couple water and some salt. Did I hear about the insane GameStop thing? Not really.
Waiting for
I mean,
orders.
I've heard something about Wall Street's bets going nuts, but other than that, I kind of am not paying attention.
Yes, Commander.
I don't want to use either of you. Holy!
Commander.
Holy, take care of this problem for me.
Heading out. Mm-hmm.
Not that, because you're gonna break it.
Here you go.
Beautiful. 1 dead. Just need 1 more.
Target destroyed.
Alright, and now I need
Standing by.
shade. You're actually looking to be really nasty, because you are classy as all hell, and I don't like that.
On the move.
Gotta take care of you before you actually do too many dangerous things to me.
Aye.
Unfortunately, that was not effective.
Receiving you.
You're gonna slip on down here. And I'm gonna rely on the power of friendship to actually get you out of this one, otherwise you're gonna die. So you best hope you get some friendship on this one.
On your tail.
Nice.
Target neutralized.
Who's next? Delig!
Standing by.
Delig Stavros is on fire. Well, not quite, but it's getting there. Alright, I don't need the damage reduction at the moment, so I'll switch on over here. We'll turn off the lasers. Oh no, I don't need to. Lovely. Target lock. That chills me out even more. Can't quite throw that in. Can I reverse them? I can. The accuracy is rather high, too.
Firing.
Unfortunately, we did not get achieve a lockdown. So that it's always on fire. I mean, it's not always. We actually have managed to build it very nicely.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, you need to start really messing with his targeting capability because he's going to become a problem. Oh, wait, no, you're the wrong one. Never mind, it'll be fine. Copy.
What's that?
Up top. Just like that.
Heading that way.
Target him. Almost no damage on him whatsoever. That's really depressing. Turn off the arrow. That'll keep us under temperature and also allow us to be more accurate. Was it more penetration or just the turret? Just the turret. But we're getting close there.
Good to go.
Long boomstick. This might
Copy
actually
that.
work for once. Will you be able to hit something without using your main cannon?
Engaging each target.
Yeah, you did a pretty good job actually. Can't
I
knock
am
that
out
performance.
of LRMs.
I just hope I can shoot him with one more thing to kill him. How far into this playthrough are we? Far. Well, ish. It depends on how you do it. By episode, we're on episode 60-something. But that's 60, I think like 60-something hours of gameplay, or 50-something hours? 50, between 50 and 60 hours of gameplay. In terms of actual, where are we in terms of a RogueTech campaign?
Commander.
Early to mid game. Like,
Affirmative.
we're getting into heavies, we're starting to build them, we're starting to be a little bit more discerning in what sort of equipment we're grabbing. But this is not a late game loadout at all. A late game loadout, just we're gonna
Enemy
carpet bomb
vehicle
everything with
eliminated.
arrows, as we always do.
Awaiting orders.
That has become our go-to strategy because it works. Alright, I need to hurt you. Vehicle on vehicle combat. Yeah, let's do that. The vehicles are cheap
Throttle
and
down,
free.
moving out.
Yes, they can be the same thing at the same time. That was a total miss. So GameStop thing, a hedge fund put money on GameStop going down and Wall Street Bets responded by boosting it. If GameStop price doesn't drop before Friday, a $13 billion hedge fund goes bankrupt. I kind of want to see GameStop succeed then, because it makes me amused when hedge funds go bust. I shouldn't be amused, but I mean, it's already bankruptized, so it's just that it's complex. Alrighty, let's swing it around. I mean, if you're gonna gamble with that much money, it kind of is more hilarious if you lose. Oh, hopefully nobody gets hurt, but people are going to get hurt by this.
Pulling off.
But like Reddit ought to say, we like stock and people lost billions. It'll be interesting to see where it goes, I guess. But I am not in that world at all. Decently accurate fire. Now this fire starter is of course an Omni, which makes it super vulnerable because it has an XL engine, which you can never get rid of. And that is something we will attempt to take advantage of as we beat the ever-living crap out of it. In the meantime, I'm also going to shoot the crap out of this hunter,
Aye, aye.
who apparently is like insanely maneuverable. What's your problem? Into forest, target moved, move, self, sprinted, no sensors. Really? You failed your sensors check. Calgary, I gotta get you more tactics, because clearly you need more work. I laughed so much when Lotus Eaters reported it. Don't know what that is, but okay. Alright, Sprog! Sprog, you've jammed everything except the MRM. And you're about to target a vehicle, so that's actually not the worst thing in the world. Is this the target zone? No, that's the one. I need to touch this one first, otherwise I run a chance of accidentally accomplishing the mission before I get the bonus. Shoot, I shouldn't do this, especially not on 35%. Hey, he unjammed his shit. Oh, GameStop says solvent for one of my sons, the store manager for them. Interesting.
Receiving you.
Shade? What do we got? Oh, it is just your back that's fully open.
What's that?
Can I get shade there? Yes. Yes, I can. I'm gonna Phantom Mic this. Ooh, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Kind of a shame, actually. Oh, screw it. Run there.
Just running. Got the angle. Taking
This
the
mech
shot.
is so ridiculously chill, I hesitate to touch it.
Reporting.
It can stay
Negative
chill while
damage.
under literal fire, which is
what's
a
that?
very nice thing to have on occasion. Alright, Big Iron, try and move slightly to the side.
Heading that way.
Get some lateral dispersion in there. And then let's see if I can't go nuts and wipe you off the face of the planet. The Gauss rifle of the Big Iron almost never goes where it's supposed to go.
That bin is empty.
I'm like massively surprised GameStop
Getting
is
hot in here.
at this stage in lockdown. Yeah, digital distribution is owning
Right
everything.
here.
But maybe that's why they thought it was a safe bet. But again, not in that world. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Solid strike. See, unlike Holy, who currently has a critted pirate silver bullet Gauss rifle, he actually manages to hit shit, versus the Big Iron, which is this massive marauder that we have constructed explicitly for this purpose, can't hit the broadside of a bomb. That's pretty. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. We may want to actually keep you vanilla-ish.
Ready for orders.
I mean, we're gonna kill you, but
Let's move.
it's gonna be really cool before that happens. Alright, throw the whole thing in. Let's detonate him into a million tiny... Ooh, do I really want to detonate him into a million tiny pieces? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't know how we killed it, but we killed it. They got a new CEO who's experienced in digital stuff and some investors back in 2020, so they're actually doing it right. Oh, interesting. I think a company that has been constantly been reported as making a loss of this. Maybe this is the second lease on life. Could be.
Yes, boss.
I mean, it's always possible for a major company to turn themselves around so long as they're willing to reinvent themselves. And if they're managing to pull that off, then more power to them. Hopefully it'll be a positive contribution.
Target locked in.
That did nothing. We don't ever expect that heavy PPC to do anything. It was there mostly as a joke that has sort of morphed into something as existing for reasons that we don't quite understand anymore.
Firing.
Oh, excellent barrage. Right on top of
Yes,
Kyogre.
Commander.
Good work.
Moving
Kyogre
out.
duck. It's gonna hurt.
Firing.
Did you just shoot the AWACS? Pyro? Why? Engine crit, it's up for the taking? Oh, nice. So hopefully the Apollo and then maybe the Omni fire starter. Yeah, that hurt. Problem with GameStop is a real year or 2021 where everything's digital and fake. I imagine they'll figure something out or they'll go under. Or they'll get bought. Maybe somebody wants to start up their own digital distribution platform.
Copy that.
Commander.
Rogue, do you want to finish this? Bro, do you want to be a hero? He does not. Sprogue is actually entirely happy just being a bystander. So let's just have a bystander bystand.
Roger that. Standing by.
And I would be incredibly amused if you pull this shot off without hurting anybody.
Roger that. On the trigger. Mm-hmm.
Nope, didn't work. I might need to get the Talos in here.
Standing by.
Blake, bring forth the Talos.
Position confirmed.
Alright, we're not going to bother actually target locking on anything. We're just going to shoot all of the big gun.
On it.
I anticipate this kill. That worked. The sad when I see hunters in the field, I think what a waste of food possibilities. No, has never been a GameStop in my country. All private business over. I used to go to a GameStop all the time because they have the setup, whatchamacallits.
Orders.
They would set up like the demos and stuff. So you'd go there after school and you'd like play Halo for hours on end.
Standing by.
It was great.
Location
All right, our helicopter's gonna go pick up the special stuff and or gear, and we will win. Who's left? Carbotop just chilled.
Orders.
Kagger can chill as well.
Confirmed. Hold.
Pyro can chill. The safest job in this entire company is just
Waiting for
vehicle
order.
driver. You don't take injuries no matter what.
How's it going?
The secondary, the asset is
Alrighty.
and is ready for retrieval.
That is the success. Ever seen an objective carrier destroyed? What happens? You lose the objective. To be honest, I've never seen it destroyed either. So I really can't answer that question. In all of our hundreds of hours of playing this game, I've never had a recovery carrier to actually die. Wow, we made negative 36,443,000 Seebles. That's great. Centurion took a little bit of penetrating. Other than that, everybody's pretty much fine, except of course for Holy, who managed to jam his gun again. They want us to take my fire starter. Did I take this one for 5 of 23, not 4 of 19? I suppose not. Well, light beat? Nah, screw that. I refuse. I'll take the -3 rep. I may not even take it all. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we blew out a side torso on him. Oh, 1, 2, only 3 parts of that Shadowhawk. The ELRM-15s just seem kind of wasted, you know? Oh, heavy LRM-10s. Where were these? Where were these hiding? LRM-20s, a whole bunch of medium pulses and X pulses and streaks and anything useful to me? Or is this all just going to be kind of a bust? I'm kind of seeing a bust here. Artemis 2, Artemis 4, Pharaoh. Tons of generic heatsinks. Do you have a double heatsink kit? No. Would have been above. Rangefinder. Hey, a retractable blade. Who the hell had this? Probably the Hitchman. Requires a hand actuator, and unfortunately we do not have the thing where we can actually view what it does. Sensor trackers. We have a whole bunch of those. Wow, this was an incredibly terrible mission. Heavy Apollo, I guess? Ugh. Narc beacon explosion. Oh wow, it literally just does +10 through armor damage. Or, yeah, that's interesting. Heavy arms. They made us pay for them. Yes. We got Apollo though. We didn't get all of the Apollo though. We just have the Apollo ammunition. Which, it's only 120. Yeah, that's 6 rounds of shooting. It's nothing. Can't maintain an entire battery for 6 rounds of shooting. Also enables physical weapon attack, right? Of the sorts. RD times 4 times 3. Wait, what? You say artillery? What, the heavy arms? Yeah, heavy arms are great. A retractable blade is just a melee weapon. Yeah. LRM Artemis times 3 in a bin. We don't really use it though. We don't have any LRM carriers. Yeah, I've already got 2 tons of it anyway. So we'd be going up to 5 tons worth. And still not having an LRM carrier of any design. Which is kind of the reason I was somewhat low-key excited to see the Apollo like that. Because, hey, we might have been able to take it had we not, you know, center corded out. Tempted to take it anyway. Just in case. The Shadowhawk part. God, no, I don't want a Shadowhawk. Heaven save me from Shadowhawks. ELRM 15s, they're so... Wait, they're not heavier anymore? Oh. Oh, they just have a plus 50% combined, or minimum range. Combined with reduced ammunition capacity and heavier, bulkier launcher. Yeah, that's not a heavier launcher. Okay, so they buffed this because ELRMs were too heavy. Having fun is illegal? Yes. Steam for the win. Been able to keep myself entertained despite the pandemic. Can maybe be doing something fun with the explosive narc. Sounds cool at least. I agree. I think it sounds very cool. Armor penetration damage is always something that I like to lean into because it helps circumvent one of the major amounts of damage reduction. Do you have any narc beacon? I do have a narc beacon launcher too. Yeah, I think I'll grab that. I might be able to put it on something as an interesting little sideshow. Click. Otherwise it seems to jump back up for me for some reason. Alright, grab that explosive beacon. Honestly, this was a horrible haul, but we weren't really expecting much anyway. Yeah, medium X-Balls. Missile range bonus. Minus 50% missile range. Minimum range. I could combine that with an ELRM. Would do some interesting stuff. Isn't ELRM supposed to be just 50% less minimum range? Apparently it's 50% more and you have extended range. Me and a friend are looking into this, but we want to play the story together. It does not have a co-op campaign, no. And I honestly wouldn't even say it has an online PvP scene because everybody's playing mods and you can't do that. Now, the online map that everybody plays on when they're using RogueTech or BTA, actually no, BTA doesn't have it, but for RogueTech it does have an online map where your battles will have a contribution towards what your faction does on the map, but there's no actual, like, I'm moving my mechs and you're moving your mechs at the same time in the same map. 7 days, hopefully it'll be less than that, but I anticipate it'll probably be like 5 at the very least. Oh wow, no, I'm totally wrong. It's only 3. Lovely. So, this will be 4 days? No, longer than that. 5 days. That was right. 18 days, of course, to the center when we finally get space for it. What am I working on in terms of my big project? Structural reinforcement. Right, because I'm building the stuff that I need. Built for the next few days. Stop. Left. Yeah, working this under. Look at all these prima donnas. Just every single one of you needed that extra 6th day of rest and relaxation. Ah, crap. I forgot. No. Hunchback's gun is broken. Oh, wow, they're both broken. What did you break? Apparently something important. 2 more days delayed. Because we gotta fix the silverware bullet gauss. Not that you want to touch vanilla with a long stick at this stage. I honestly still maintain that vanilla is a good introduction for it. Like, it'll teach you what the game is, even if there's a whole bunch more mechanics on top of that. So, alright. Check our pilots, then we go on a mission. I'm hoping to get one more mission in before the end of the month. I'm not sure if we're going to hang around the planet or not.
Receiving you.
Get them off. You need tactics.
Training complete.
It is one of the 2 abilities the vehicle pilots currently use.
Right
Holy
here.
Inquisition. Nope. Kauger,
Commander.
no.
Yeah.
Nord, I'm not going to pay you because I'm not bringing you out at the moment. Late. Don't need either of those abilities because you're a vehicle pilot.
Commander?
Waiting for orders.
Shade's going to hit his 8s across the
Training
board.
confirmed, Commander.
Quadruple 8s is a nice place to be.
Let's do this.
Spirits. Spirits, you wanted to be melee focused, didn't you? Still. There's no buff to my initiative randomness. Nor this. I'm gonna give you piloting just for that increase in accuracy then.
Mech warrior training.
I know Spirits wants to go the other direction. Who even does tutorials? Those are for game reviewers to die in.
We Waiting for orders.
They can be
Orders?
helpful.
Awaiting orders.
And weighted, you're going to pick up tactics,
Training complete.
because that's how we roll. All right, good. To the command center.
Commander.
All right, so I think we're warmed up mostly. I would like to take one of these bigger paying out ones. Could go for a recovery 3.5 skulls. Or I could poke up to 4, but 4 really starts putting you on pressure to run into heavy assaults. Also 2 of 11, because it's a guaranteed extremely heavy mech. So I don't think I want to do it. I think I will do that 3.5. Not the raid. Oh. Yeah, clean training. Will work for Barack today. 523. We are going to put a cut in here for YouTube, so we will dice this up. Don't worry, we're still going to be streaming for the next few hours. But to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Turek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see the notification every single time I release one of these videos, and you need to press that little bell icon. Leave comments. It's good for the algorithm, and probably at some point I'll put up a community thing, because apparently that is the done thing to do these days. And I will see you all in the next episode.